everyone. My name is Allison Ziegler, creator and founder of Allison Ziggy. And look at this beautiful necklace I just got yesterday at the Renaissance Fair. It looks like a planner. I was about to say book, but planner. Thank you for joining me for this week of What? Like It's Hard. And yeah, this week's been hard. That's why I look, I don't know, what's the word, disheveled. Ugh, I cried at work today and it was the worst. I got written up, which is really bad. And I've never gotten into trouble at work before. I just used to be so good at my old job that this is like new to me and I hate it. So I'm going to be doing some work after this, but I spent yesterday at the Renaissance Fair. I don't know. The demand, the pressure's been turned up. So it's time to bring it in. I don't really like being bad at things, you know? So that sucks. I'm trying to, like, whenever something challenging happens in my life, I try to just remember, this is a phrase, it's like life is happening for you, not to you. So like everything that happens, it's kind of like, okay, like what can I take away from this situation and learn from it? So I'm trying to keep positive, but yeah, I like had a breakdown and just, today was the worst. So I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. Also, yeah, so like media consumption, I don't know. I didn't do as much this past week, honestly. I kind of like my brain sometimes just gets like a little like it's too much. So I've just been listening to a lot of music. If you want to join me in listening to my playlist, it's called American Daydream on Spotify. So I'll put a link to it. It's really upbeat, I'm going to warn you. And it's like you'll look like a crazy person, just like me, right? Dancing in your car. So, yeah, I always dance and sing along, play it on volume 40, put my sunroof down. It's just like so enjoyable. I love it. It's like I resisted driving for so long, but now I love it. So it's fun. This is my first fall in the South and like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. I didn't realize, like, I've always had horrible winters and I'm like, this is amazing. So I'm kind of in a time warp. I still feel like it's the middle of July. So if I start like talking like that, that's probably why. You know, this looks really weird, but I'm just like keep wearing it. I don't know. The Renaissance Fair was amazing, by the way. Like I have to go back and I really want to go and wear costumes next time. That's like the big thing I want to do. Like oh my gosh, it's just like this artisan village and like everybody's medieval and it's like crazy because you think about it, like there's like a blacksmith there and he's not like acting to be a blacksmith. Like his job is to be a blacksmith. So it's just like so weird. I don't know. I guess I'm talking about being in time warp. Like that was total time warp. You know, I already felt like it was July and yet again I'm in the Renaissance period. So that was really cool. But yeah, no really podcasts of note. I did want to talk about my Kyle Cease book club. I'm obsessed with it. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to bring up just some points because I think they're really interesting. Okay. Well, he even like read my comment out loud because I was like, this feels kind of hard to grasp. And he like read it and addressed it. And so Kyle Cease and I basically had a conversation yesterday. But he talks about ranking everything that's currently in your life. So give it like on a scale from 1 to 10. Like 10 means like, oh my God, I love it. And 1's like, I hate it, but it's in my life. You know, so just like go through and rank everything. So, you know, some questions that came up. Somebody asked, how do you make time for 10s if your day's filled with 3s and 4s? And he goes, well, don't you think that if you did more of the 10s, you would have more time in your day? Like, why are you letting 3s and 4s control your life when there is a 10 and you know what it is and you'd rather be doing that? So like the example he used is meditation. It's like if you meditate for 20 days and get that mental clarity and like are just in an elevated state for the rest of your day, don't you think that gives you more time in turn? And I thought that was a really interesting point. The second one, someone asked, it was like, how do you start dating a 10? And he's like, stop going out with 9s. And so with the 10, like in terms of ranking your day, like you know it's a 10 if you like don't know why you're interested in it. Like it's almost like easier not to be interested. Like it would be so much easier if I didn't want to start my own company. You know what I mean? It's just like I keep like putting forth effort and putting forth money and like really like investing things into it, but it's like I don't know what this is gonna be. Like I don't know. And you know, we pivot. There was a quote I saw on Instagram and I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with a lot of things, clearly. Which means they're 10s. Okay. But she basically said, if you're not embarrassed of your first rendition, you started too late. Like, that's so true. Like, you have to start before you're ready. So that's why I'm here. And, like, I don't know. I don't really know who's watching this, but this is kind of me, like, practicing and, like, I love the visual representation of, like, how much bigger and better everything gets, like, as we continue to go on. So at the very least, it's kind of like a video diary. I don't know. Whatever. You're watching, so I don't care. Yeah, so it's just like tens are like literally undeniable. He's like, my daughter's a 10. I'm not like, yeah, Vivi's a 10 because she can walk now. Like, Vivi's a 10 because like she has good health insurance. Like, it's like a 10's like, yeah, it's like Allison Zicky. That's my 10. So I'm trying to create more. I also said CrossFit was a 10. I got CrossFit Athlete of the Month, which is like really crazy and weird, but I'm like so excited. Like, how flattering. I've been really excited about that. I actually started my day today and I woke up and I was like, am I going to go CrossFit? I'm like, you know what? That's a 10 for me. I'm going to go. So I don't know. Let this like mull in your brain a little bit and then start thinking about things in terms of like, okay, is this a 10? Is this like, where does this rank on my scale? And like sucking at my job at CenturyLink, that's like a 2. But it's like, my job isn't necessarily what's a 2. Sucking is what's a 2. So how can I find a way to be good? Because if I am good, maybe it could become like an 8, I mean, you have to accept where you are in the current moment. That's the only way you'll ever progress forward, or things will only change like once you've accepted where you're at. So yeah, I don't know. I got a new microphone. I'm not sure if you can tell. I listened to one of my videos and I was like, that's so quiet. So I invested in a $15 lavalier microphone. Can't even see it, right? I also got these like studio lights. I got these like studio lights, but they didn't arrive. Amazon's like, whatever. They're like delay shipment, like TBD. Literally, that's all they gave me. So that was weird. Okay, tomorrow night I have my improv acting class for the first time and I'm so scared. I'm like, why did I sign up for this? Like, there was this other course going on. It was like podcasting essentials. And I'm like, well, I should have signed up for that. It's like the safer option is like learning business tactics because that's what I've been doing for a while now. But like acting, I'm like, oh. Well, I guess am I acting right now? I don't know. I'm in front of a camera talking, so kind of, I guess. Okay, but then Wednesday, this is the big deal. I'm meeting up with my business coach and we're outlining the ideal year course and I'm really excited. I talked to one of my friends, Karuna, about it and I'm going to have her as an ambassador to the program. So I'm going to let her into the course and just kind of help me with like feedback and like dealing with it. So I'm really excited about that and I don't know, it's going to be great. Like, anything I execute incredibly well. So I'm really excited for that to happen. Also, speaking of executing well, Pizzazz Your Planner, October 16th at Heggy Co-working Space. You can find a link online. And if you're one of the people who watches this, I'm going to give you the secret code to get the event for free. It's Superstar in all caps. So if you use code Superstar on my event, Pizzazz Your Planner, you can come for free. It's $27, but I'd love to have you here because you're my biggest fans. So yeah, that's what I have going on this week. It's kind of a short episode. I look disheveled because I am disheveled. I don't know. We gotta just onward and upward, right? I don't know. I figured one of my business class assignments this week was like, who's someone you admire or follow and like what qualities do you like that this person possesses, or like why are you interested in them? And like, I just think it's really important to create something even when you're not necessarily feeling your best. I'm still trying to be like positive and I'm not trying to like mull over the negatives that happen, but I'm just trying to be like real and just presenting myself like, I'm not going to be upbeat and like put together at all times because that's not how life works, like you get it all, baby. So yeah, I don't know. This upcoming week, I have a studio photo shoot. Oh my gosh, I have to show you this. I'm so excited. I'm like mic'd up. Am I even gonna be able to? Maybe that's, ooh, okay. I'm not gonna show you because I can't. But I made a dress entirely out of stickers. So basically I'm dressing up as Calendar for Halloween. And the photo shoot's gonna be in a studio. I'm getting more fairy hair put in. I'm getting a spray tan with my girl Elise at Carolina Glow Girl. So yeah, I mean, I think my biggest lesson this week was just like, in Chicago, I did everything on my own, like literally everything. I was self-sufficient to a fault. And in North Carolina, I've just kind of realized, like, I don't need to do that anymore or ever again. Like, I have so many loving and supporting people in my life who are here to help me get to that next level. Whether it's Wilson from SmartPath, the financial service, or it's Will, my business coach, or anyone, like, my manager even. Like, not alone in this anymore. I lost my... What? Oh. I was like, why does this always happen? All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. And I will see you next week.